Right, I like to say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. Look, man, stick to the basics, man. Stick to the basics of the scriptures, man. Stick to what you have been taught by your elders and apostles, man. You know, you need to stick to the scriptures. A lot of you, man, be trying to get too deep, man. A lot of you be trying to get too deep. You trying to go too far in the ocean, and you can't, man. The body can only submerge itself and go so long and go and go into the water for so long, man. You eventually got to come up for air, man. And you can't go that deep, because you go that deep and you'll start feeling the pressure of the water on your ears and everything, man. It'll start beginning to get too hard for you to breathe. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of you trying to get too deep into the scriptures, man. You trying to get too deep. You got dudes trying to break down gravity and break down the fumes and all the. Come on, man. Stop it, man. Hey, the scripture says, eat a whole roll and go speak unto my people, hey, the words which are written. The scripture says, I'd rather you speak prophecy in 1 Corinthians, the 14th chapter. It didn't say anything about, you know, breaking down how gravity is created and how we're not floating on earth and shit and we're just stuck to the ground. Come on, man. You got dudes out there doing a little too much, man. Stick to the scriptures, man. Stick to the scriptures. Stick to prophecy. Stick to the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. Dudes be trying to get too deep. You trying to know things that's far beyond your comprehension, man. Look, man, this is the book of Genesis 1:1. Like I need to sit here and fucking break down gravity, man. Like I need to sit here and break down how the fucking atoms create a damn tree or a plant, or how the atoms created water or the air you can't see. Like, that's madness, man. I'm not about to sit here and waste my time trying to figure all that shit out, man. I'm not gonna sit here and try to figure all that shit out, man. There's all sorts of shit happening in the world right now, man. There's war happening in the world. Matthew 24 is in play right now, man. And you got dudes worried about how the fuck you break down gravity, man. What the fuck? Gravity ain't gonna save your stupid ass from the nuclear missiles, man. I don't like making videos like this, but God, you dudes out there be doing too much, man. I mean, go into a basic scripture, man. Genesis 1:1. In the beginning. Right here it says God, right? But we know in the Hebrew it is Elohim, or what they would have written down Elohim, which means angels, gods, deities, and or judges or angels. So we know God by it says in the beginning, God created the heavens and earth. We know it's talking about Yahweh Shah and the elect and the angels, right? And we could prove that in Colossians 1:16 and many other scriptures. So this is basic, man, basic stuff. The scripture don't talk about, the Lord created the water by putting these atoms together and breaking down these atoms and crushing them in a bowl, and water was on the earth, right? Or gravity was created by this type of magnetic force from the sun and from the stars and the moons. Hey, man, the scriptures don't break none of that down, man. That's why me personally, I'm not about to go into the scriptures and try to find something that breaks that down, man. I've been in the scriptures long enough that there's nothing in there breaking that shit down. So I'm not gonna waste my damn time on doing that, man. There's other things to talk about. The destruction that the Lord is about to bring to the earth. These devils will soon push forward a mandatory MOTB, right? What is that? The CHIP, man. I don't really. And you can't even say the M now, man, because now they catching on to shit like that. But they're trying to push out mandatory for that damn charagma, man. And dudes want to break down gravity and shit. There's war happening right now between Russia and Ukraine, right? Hamas and Israel. And that was a missile that almost went into Egypt. That was in a Newsbreak article. But you got dudes trying to break down gravity, man. That's wild. Ain't no book, chapter, and verse that talk about breaking down no damn gravity, man. So again, man, and in the beginning, God created the heavens and earth. And it says, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of the Most High moved upon the face of the waters. And the Most High said, let there be light, and there was light. And the Most High saw that the light, that it was good, and the Most High divided the light from the darkness. And the Most High called the light day, and darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day, man. So just basic, man. They don't say shit about the Lord broke down the atoms of gravity, and broke down the atoms of how the sun was created, broke down the atoms of how he created the universe and all of that. Niggas, and they multi-dimensions and shit. Like, the scriptures don't talk about none of that, man. Don't talk about none of that, man. The scriptures talk about the herbs of the field, man. They talk about how the sun rises and falls. How it's consistent like that, man. It talks about the moon. It talks about the holy days. These are the things that it talks about for the knowledge of Israel. The Lord didn't say, this is how I broke these things down. This is, I had to mechanically remove this atom and add that atom and put this together and create this. And then I did all this. Like, that breakdown isn't in there. And the thing is that you people want that type of shit in the scriptures, man. You want that type of shit. So you could sit up there and explain a 3-hour, 5-hour earthly science methods on how shit was broken down, man. On how the Lord created the heavens and earth. That's madness, man. You're trying to go into something that's far beyond your reach. The scripture says, hey, go not unto that which is too hard for you, man. You watch a damn YouTube video of some damn scientist breaking down gravity, and now you niggas think y'all gravity breakdowners. That's mad as hell, man. People, Israel don't need to know how the fuck gravity's broken down. Knowing how gravity is done isn't gonna deliver them, man. The scripture says, endure unto the end. It didn't say, know how gravity is broken down into the end, and ye shall be saved. It says, endure unto the end. Because there's many things that's happening right now that's about to affect your lives in a major way, and you're worried about things that's really none of your fucking concern. Leave that shit to Esau and let Esau lie to people on how the universe was made, how hot the sun is. How the fuck you gonna know how hot the sun is? You've never been close to the sun whatsoever, man. How the fuck how hot you know how the fucking sun burns? You don't know how fucking hot the sun can get. That's why the Lord kept the distance from the sun to the earth, because the sun will burn the fucking earth up, man. But everything works in its order. But I'm not gonna sit here and break down how the fucking sun is inflamed above us. Like, that's madness, man. I'm sticking to what's written, man. And on top of that, I'm gonna go into the Hebrew, the Greek, the Latin. I'm gonna stick to what the apostles and elders of GMS teaches, man. And that's what I'm gonna go off of, and I'm gonna do my research and study on what they're talking about, right? Not saying that I doubt what they teach, but like even the Apostle Tahar said all the time, you don't have to go off what we say. Go do your own research. And I say that and I said that like maybe 2 years ago in one of my videos, man. That's what I love about GMS, man. This is what I love about GMS, is that the apostles tell you to go look it up. Go look it up for yourself. You ain't got to go off what we say. Go look it up. But you'll have other camps, which I don't really like speaking on other camps like that. But other camps, just tell you to learn what we teaching you, and that's it. And yeah, you know, I learn what the apostles and them teach me, but I also go do what John 5:39 says, search ye the scriptures. So I go into it too. If a brother say the meaning, oh, this is the Hebrew word for this is the meaning of this, I just don't go off what he say. I say, well, let me go to that. Let me pull up my blue letter Bible. Let me see if what that means, what that is. I do my own research. I look it up and I say, the brother's right. Apostles breaking this down. They go into Revelations 12, going to Revelations 14, going to Revelations 20 or whatever, going to Daniel's or whatever, Isaiah, Ezekiel. And I say, let me see what they talking about. Okay. All right, let me research that. This is the word, this is the breakdown. That makes a lot of sense, because if my spirit understands it, like Isaiah the 11th chapter says, then hey, it is what it is. That's what it is. Right? You got dudes over here trying to break down gravity and shit, man. Like, that shit wild, man. But hey, man, you know, stick with the basics, man. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of scriptures on this, but just stick with the basics, man. But hey, I'm gonna say all praises due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Barakatah, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to the brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. You know, Salakia. You know, I just had to throw that out there real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and say Shalom.